Greetings. My name is Jim Melamed, and I'm your instructor for our course in Mediating Divorce Agreement. As I believe you will see, my approach in this course is facilitative and maximizing. My goal is to assist each participant to be as capable as possible, to assist participants to most capably problem solve together, and to assist each participant to gain as much substantive satisfaction as possible. And if you can convert what would have been the positional battle, and this is going to come up 50 times in the mediation. This is why it's so fundamental. If you can convert what would have been the knockdown, drag-out, tug-of-war of who's going to get their position, and understand, what would that get? What are the so these are the things, and you want as much as possible? Great. Well, let's go ahead and see if we can do that. You are really resetting the whole table. Now we don't see it as a positional battle, but really how can we get each of us as much as possible of what we want? Okay? And one of the things we quickly learn is that the other's gain is not necessarily our loss. In fact, us getting them positives, particularly things that have meaningful benefit to them that are little or no cost to us, starts getting them value. But to get that value as part of a deal, they need to take care of us as well. And so as a wise negotiator, we really want to understand the other's desires, and we want to satisfy the other's desires if we can do it at no or low cost, because that motivates them then to take care of us. Dad probably wants the kids on Dad's Day. Mom might want them on Mom's Day. Their birthdays. There may be the different extended families may have different either holidays or birthdays or reunions or the like. My basic concept here is that using the calendar as a metaphor and a device will help us get into the parenting discussion. Another approach would be, how are you doing it right now? We're in Caucus. We are doing our absolute best to be as balanced as possible in terms of noticing the risks, the weaknesses, the vulnerabilities that each party has. And we, in fact, let's imagine, have done a perfectly balanced job from our objective view. What I want to highlight for you is that when you get in Caucus and you start leaning on the parties individually and trying to convince them to move, a part of them will think that you're leaning harder on them than you are on the other side. With regard to the Caucus, there is no more substantial intervention decision you make. Again, if you caucus, suddenly the mediator only knows everything. And importantly, the mediator knows the critical information, the secret information about where the respective parties are at. There is a shift in terms of power and importance in the mediation as the mediator now becomes the one who knows everything and the parties don't. Upon completing this fifth of 5 days of our course, you are eligible to submit an application for your certificate of completion. The Mediating Divorce Agreement Training Manual are all posted at mediate.com/divorce. In purchasing this course, you have access to these complete course materials. I hope and believe that you will obtain great value from the course. Thanks for participating.